Hi, my name is Walter Turner Jr.
And I'm Rana Martin.
And I guess this is the story of our proposal. Actually, we're both college students, and that's where we met, Ivy Tech Community College in Gary, Indiana. Actually, she was in a respiratory study group with my sister. And one day they were studying, and I went to the table where they were sitting, and that's how we met. My sister introduced us. So after a while, we started dating, and it was some bumps and rolls, but through it all, we made it through.
Yeah.
And after all the drama and things that we had been through, I just knew she was the one. So in my mind, I'm a pretty romantic guy, so I said, okay, how can I do something romantic to kind of, be the romantic guy that I am? So I said, okay, well, I'll propose where we met, at school. So as she was waiting on the proposal, she got to thinking too much, and she blew it, and she said, hey, are you gonna propose to me where we met at school? So I'm
I did say that.
I'm like, yeah, gee, thanks, Rana. Now I have to come up with something else. So on Christmas Eve, I'm like, okay, forget it. I'm not gonna try to come up with anything else. I'm gonna surprise her, and I'm gonna do it at the school.
Okay, I'll talk from here.
Okay.
So he picked me up on Christmas Eve from my grandma's house, and we exchanged gifts. And
I gave her a decoy gift first.
yeah, he gave me a decoy gift. It was like 3 little plaques from the dollar store. And I gave him a watch.
My watch.
A very nice watch.
My watch.
And so I was just sitting there thinking, like, is this my gift? Like, really, I was kind of upset about it. And then he was like, okay, well, let's just take a ride. So we're riding, he's driving, everything is normal. And then what happened?
Then I'm like, okay, since you blew it, I'm going to show you how I was going to propose. So I pulled up in the school's parking lot, kind of by where we met. And she was upset. Why would you do this to me? You're not right. You're not right.
I was pissed. I was upset, I should say.
So I pulled out my cell phone. And I'm like, okay, record this, because I'm going to say what I was going to say that was really going to get to you. So she starts recording, and I'm just talking, and I'm talking about how I ended up at Ivy Tech after I really didn't want to, and changed majors and all that, and Ivy Tech fit the major. And I came to the conclusion that the reason I was supposed to be at Ivy Tech when I was at Ivy Tech was so that we could meet. And I told her all of this, and she got really...
I'm just sitting there like, okay, is this serious? Like, I didn't know what to think.
She got really upset. So then I took the phone from her, and she was recording me, and I started recording her. And she was like, what are you doing? And I said, well, hey, guess what? She's like, what? I said, call MTV because you just got punked.
I'm like, punked? So I'm like tripping, looking around like, where the cameras at? I'm really thinking I got punked.
What do you mean I got punked? And I'm like, this is really the proposal. And I went in my pocket, and she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, just hold on. Then she's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, I'm real serious. So then I just proceeded to say that I knew she was the one, and that I didn't want to see her another day unless I knew she was right there by me.
I just started freaking out.
And I asked her to marry me, and she said yes, and here we are.
Here we